right now?
Yes,
okay.
We are right now. So go ahead, Katie girl.
Okay. So excited to have you guys on this call tonight. Thank you so much. Really quick, I want to talk about Ruby Retreat that I just earned and maybe get you guys excited for next year, because you guys could legit, both of you, earn this. Even if you're only gold, because guys, I'm only a gold. I'm only a gold, and I earned a trip for rubies. So this trip that is put on by our Jules. And in order for me to qualify for this, I had to enroll 2 people and help 2 of my level 1s go silver. And that was it. And so I earned it. And so in February, I'm going to be going with a lot of members of our team to Oahu. I'm super excited. So I really want to get you guys excited. These kinds of trips, like, anyone can earn these. I'm serious. Anybody can earn these trips, and they're so amazing and completely free. All I have to do is pay for my ticket to get there, and my room, food, activities. They really don't spoil us. And I'm so excited to go and be a part of this. I want you guys there with me next year really bad. I want you guys with me on the next retreat. I'm sorry, Christy, was there something else? I'm blanking.
Oh, just talk about what your vision is for this year for your team. Because you've got some big plans, right?
Okay. Yes, I have really big plans for my team, you guys. I want to reach an Emerald team. Well, okay, so my big scary goal is to reach Emerald by convention. That is a huge, huge, crazy goal for me. But I think I could definitely do it by the end of the year. But I am so excited about the amazing, beautiful women that are joining my team now. Like, I have such a special place in my heart for each of you. I see how dedicated you are to sharing what these supplements have done for you with other people. And I am so excited to see where this business takes each of you. And I am committed 100% to your success and to this team's success. And I want you guys there with me along every step of the way. And 2019 is going to rock our freaking socks. So excited.
Oh yeah, baby. It's going to be amazing. Okay, Kimberly, are you ready, babe?
Sure.
Go for it.
All right. So I think some of you guys know my story of Plexus, and I'm just going to kind of talk about it real quick with you guys. So I've been on the products now over 2.5 years. And I have to be honest, when I first started, I was super skeptical, didn't really think anything was going to happen, but I was super desperate. And the reason I was desperate is, I had probably like 8 years before that, I had started having insomnia and I could not sleep at night. So I started having to take Ambien. So I could sleep. And then I also was really addicted to sugar and soda. I used to drink like over 100 ounces of Diet Coke a day, throw in a couple pink rock stars on top of it. And we were like, 150, no big thing. And as you guys know, I'm a nurse practitioner. So I work at a pediatric clinic, and I would go in and tell moms to, have healthy habits and to feed their kids good nutrition. And then I'd be in my office sipping on Diet Coke and eating peanut butter M&Ms because I craved sugar like crazy. So my health had just kind of deteriorated, and I didn't have any like disease at all, but I was exhausted all the time. I literally had to schedule a nap between my morning clinic and afternoon clinic. I had a sleeping bag in my office. I would go sleep in my truck, or I would go home if I had enough time, depending on how long my lunch was. But in between patients, I knew if I didn't nap, I was going to be miserable. I would be dragging all day. So I would take a nap, and then I'd start drinking my Diet Coke in the afternoon. I'd send my medical assistants to go grab a soda for me while I was sleeping, and then I'd start that whole process again. At the time, I was a single mom of 2 boys, and I had just gotten to the point where I could not be the mom that I had been. I'm super active. And before I kind of got into this slump, I was running marathons. I ran Boston Marathon. I hiked. I have dogs, and my boys and I, like, we always did stuff together. But I was to the point where I'd come home from work and I'd crash, and that was not who I wanted to be. And of course, like, with not wanting to move, you have weight gain, right? That's just a normal consequence of not moving. So I had gained weight over the years before that. My anxiety had gotten worse. I was on medication. And so I just kind of felt like I was a big cluster. Like, I really had no hope. And I had actually done blood work on myself and everything was normal. I thought for sure, okay, I'm almost 40. Well, actually I was 42 at the time. Yeah. And I was like, for sure it's got to be my thyroid because I'm just old, right? Well, my blood work came back normal, like everything. I didn't even have a vitamin deficiency. So I'm like, oh, okay, is this my normal then? Is this what I have to do? So I saw Christy. We've known each other for 10 years now. She's brought her kids into my office, and she talked to me about she was doing this Plexus, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And she's like, you should do it with me. And I was like, no. And then I watched her over the next 3 months. She would bring her kids in, and every time I saw her, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you look better and better. And Christy and I have a really good relationship. I actually, when she suffered from some postpartum, she'll tell you this, she's open about it. So, and I put her on some medication after her third baby because she was struggling so much. So we kind of know each other's stories. She knows about my divorce and stuff like that. And so, finally, I was like, Christy, okay, I am desperate. Do not tell a soul, but I want to try this stuff. Because if I can even just, like, she told me, like, you'll sleep so much better. And I'm like, if I could sleep better, great. If I had a little more energy and I didn't have to nap all day, then great. So I signed up, and within a month, you guys, I woke up one morning. I always put my Ambien by my bed because Ambien makes you do really weird things. If you like take it and then walk around your house, all of a sudden you're cleaning your house and eating Oreos, and it's not a good thing. So I always just put it by my bed. I woke up that morning and I was like panicked because I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't take my sleeping pill. And then I'm like, oh, it's 7 a.m. and I just slept amazingly. And at the time I had a mohawk, and so it didn't move. So I knew that, like, I had really got some good sleep. So that was in the first month. All of a sudden I started getting more energy. I stopped craving soda and sugar. And some of these things are habits. And so I had to kind of, we have to retrain ourselves. Plexus is just a tool, but I got more energy. I joined a gym, and within 3 months, really, like, I was feeling amazing. And I had like little tiny subtle changes, but kind of the bigger changes happened around 3 months. And then around 10 months in, I was actually able to go off of my anti-anxiety medication. So it's been a process. It's nothing quick fix. Everything's been slow, I would say, and just the way it should be. But it's been an incredible journey. And about 3 months in, I had joined that gym. I was feeling awesome. I'm kind of a talker, so I came home and I made a post on Instagram, not knowing what I was doing. I just was sharing with my peeps, right? I just said, guys, I joined this gym. I love it. If you want more information, I'm going to send you there. And guys, I started these products and I feel awesome. I'm sleeping good. I mean, literally, I just spewed vomit Plexus on people and just said, if you're interested, let me know. Well, wouldn't you know that half of my friends don't sleep well, have gained weight, are miserable, exhausted, have anxiety. And so all of a sudden I had friends like reaching out to me saying, what are you doing? I did not know that I was starting a business. Had no clue. I did not want to do anything else. I was actually working 2 jobs at the time. I'm the sole provider of my boys. And so I was working 50, 60 hours a week. And so doing one more thing was not what I was planning on doing. But I shared and started getting some people signed up. And then I saw like, oh, I'm going to get a little money from this. I'm getting my products paid for. So I looked into the compensation plan, and it was just like, okay, this is incredible. And all of a sudden, as a single mom, I was like, I'm dreaming about maybe what my future could be. And for me to be able to maybe help my kids go through college, or to pay off my school loans, that really, if I just pay them the way I'm paying them, and I've already been a nurse practitioner for 13 years, plus a nurse for 12 before that. But I'm going to be 95 by the time I pay off these school loans, right? So I just started dreaming, and I was like, what if I could pay those off early? What if I could help my kids through college? And so although I didn't have room on my plate for one more thing, like I really didn't, all of a sudden I made room, because I saw that residual income is really, really cool. And so over the last 2.5 years, I've been able to experience something that I've never been able to experience before, and that's having a check come in and having people work even when I'm sleeping. It's pretty incredible when you think about it. It's pretty exciting when I think about like what's happened over the last 2.5 years. It's totally changed my finances, and it's totally changed my future. And although I did not expect to do it, it's been such a blessing. And truly, like I am not a networking person. I'm a nurse practitioner. You ask me about blood pressure or, well child checks, and I can set you up. But networking, I don't know anything about it. But the cool thing is we have so many great leaders, and really they've paved the way for us. And so it's not hard to just be coachable and learn from them. And that's kind of what I've done. And I really feel like, and I'm not just saying this, like if I can do it, I feel like anyone can do it. There has to be some commitment and time, but that's just anything, right? But I really feel like we have such an awesome team above us that I don't have to reinvent the wheel, because I don't have time to reinvent the wheel, yeah, I've created more time. I actually stopped working one of the jobs. And I've now my work schedule has changed, but it's because I wanted it to change. I've created time freedom for my family. And so it's something I never thought I was going to do, but it's been such a blessing. And I truly believe that like, if you're committed and dedicated, it can be you too. And like Katie said, these retreats that we do, I'm an emerald and Christy is sapphire, and we love spoiling people. And so we are so excited. We have a senior gold retreat in the summertime, and these are all things that you can work towards and achieve. I truly, truly believe that. That's it.
I love it. You're amazing. Oh gosh, gives me chills and makes me teary. And I've been doing this for like 3 years. I'm not kidding you guys. All day today, and my gum. Sorry, bless it. All day today, I keep getting chills and keep getting teary-eyed. Like, I've been doing this for 3 years. Like, isn't there a point where you start to not get all excited when people say their results? No, it never gets old hearing people tell us their results and seeing people earn things and watching people just step into this and create financial relief for their families. It's just, I'm so addicted to it. So, okay, my name's Christy Jex. I'm going to take just a minute and share with you. We have some nitty gritty that we're going to share with you after this, but we just felt like a lot of you are new, and some of you have no idea who we are. And I feel like before we like jump into the nitty gritty nuts and bolts, I feel like we want you to kind of know who we are, know our stories, so that we can start to, have a relationship, because that's what our desire is. That's what we're committed to, is to really pour into you guys personally. Danielle, Kira, Lauren, you guys mean something to us. We don't just feel like you're part of Katie's team. Yes, you're part of Katie's team, and we are obsessed with Katie. She's like the best thing ever. But we have a vested interest. We want to know you better. And so I feel like it all starts with building that relationship. And we want you to know a little bit about our history so that we can relate and we can really start to build that genuine relationship. So my story, really quick, in a nutshell, I do have autoimmune issues. I found out when my 8-year-old was little, he was a brand new baby, that I had thyroid issues. I just started feeling weird. I don't know if do any of you have thyroid issues? Danielle or Lauren or Kira? No? Maybe someone on the playback will. Maybe for sure people with thyroid issues, because everybody and their dog has thyroid issues these days, it seems like. And so basically, I've always been really happy, really energetic, like always go, 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 ever since I was little. I mean, that's just my personality. I like to be involved in everything. I love to create. That's just me. It's always how I've been. But I came to this point where I was like, oh, I don't feel energetic. Like, I started to kind of feel tired. I started to feel cloudy head, like mental brain fog. I started to put on extra weight, and I've always been really fit. I was a gymnast. I cheered. I danced. Like, I never stopped. I was always going. So I've never had issues with weight gain or anything like that. Sugar cravings. I mean, I didn't know anything about nutrition growing up. So I'll be straight up. I ate sugar like crazy because I thought, well, it's fat free. Bless my heart. But you guys, the point is that I started to not feel like myself. And I started to notice, like, gosh, this is not me. Is this just part of having 2 kids? Now I have 4 kids. But when I found out about my thyroid issues, I only had 1. And so I very naively started to learn about the world of healing and thyroid. So I took my pill faithfully. And then fast forward a few more years, I was like, ooh, something still is off. After I had Lucy girl, she's now, well, she's 5. That's when I went and saw Kim when I was pregnant with her. And I remember Kim just looking in my eyes and being like, Christy, are you okay? And I was like, no. And I just started sobbing. I can't do anything. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I can't do it. I'm just paralyzed. I had postpartum with her when I was pregnant with her. Isn't that crazy? The hormones. And now that she's out, I know very much why. Because shazam, that girl, she's sassy. But I had major postpartum when I was pregnant with her that continued after I had her. So I was on antidepressants, which, you guys, that's just not me. Like, that's just not my personality. I started to have naps every afternoon. I started to really put on weight. And I always worked hard to try to stay fit. It's not like I just submitted and just went with it, but it was becoming harder and harder to be myself. And it started to feel really heavy and crippling. So fast forward to, I went to a functional medicine doctor and said, look, you got to tell me what the heck is wrong with my body, because something is wrong and I got to know more than just taking a pill. So they put me on a super strict diet called the anti-inflammatory diet, where I had to eat no sugar, dairy, gluten, or yeast forevermore. And I fought hard. I remember going back and saying, now let's talk about this. Like, how about July 4th? I can't have frog eye salad, like, ever? No sugar, ever? And they're like, well, I mean, you have to keep your inflammation under control. We're working on your gut health. And so long story short, I made huge commitments at that time because I was committed to heal and committed to show up as the mama that I needed to be. And still this part chokes me up because I was not able to be the mom that I wanted to be. After I had Benji, he's now just 3. I was in the darkest of dark. It's like every baby, my body just got more and more tired and just wasn't bouncing back. And I was in a place that was not good. I was had just given up. I remember looking in the mirror and being like, who are you? Like, I can't even see me anymore. And so that's when my friend told me about Plexus, and I dismissed her because I'd been down this road. I'd become a student of healing, and I just thought it was a quick fix and some weird fad diet, and I was like super not interested, like no way. But I took the products because I was desperate. 90 days into my journey, I woke up feeling like myself again. I started to sleep better. I started to have more energy. Fast forward, I've been on the products almost 3 years. It's changed everything for me. I'm off my antidepressant. I can handle my depression and anxiety. I've lost 50 pounds, not because I'm restricting my body, because my body's balanced from the very inside. I seriously feel better than I have ever since I was like in my 20s, and it has just changed everything. So needless to say, and I'm skipping fast because I don't want to take too much time. It was a huge deal to get my life back. It was like everything. So I was super resistant to the business because I'd done a little network marketing, and I was like, oh no, this stuff's not for me. Like, I don't do that. I like people more than scamming people for money. That's honestly how I felt about it. I was like, I will never do that. But my results were so huge, and I am so highly motivated by helping others that I was like, dude, if I have to do this, I'm going to do it. Prayed about it, felt really good about it. So I drew my line in the sand. I committed myself and said, I don't know what the journey's going to look like, but I'm supposed to be doing this, so let's go. A year later, we hit Emerald, and we were able to get a 6-figure income and a free Lexus and a free trip to Hawaii and life-changing money for our family. Within 6 months after that, we were able to hit Sapphire, which is the second to the top in the company, which is multiple 6 figures. And it's changed everything for our family. I do not say that to brag. That's actually not even the point at all. If you know me, you know I shop like at Target. I'm not like a money hungry girl at all, but I am open to abundance. And I do know that by helping others and doing something we're passionate about, that we should be rewarded. And this company totally meets us there and makes it possible. And along the way, you guys, our team, we have tons of people that are paying their mortgages, tons of people that are paying off debt, tons of people paying for groceries, tons of people paying for dance, saving for vacations, and that fires me up. My success is only the degree of how many people I help be successful on my team, and that's what fires me up. My why is to help this team become an Emerald team and to help you guys reach your goals. That's what we're all about. That's what fires us up. That's my why. And I want you to know that you have your hands on an incredibly effective vehicle that can truly make these dreams that you probably never even allow yourself to dream become reality. It's nuts. My husband is now home with our 4 kids. He has the freedom to start his own businesses like he's always wanted to do, but we get to do life together with our 4 kids, and it is amazing. It's like beyond comprehension, and I'm so grateful for it. So that's kind of a little bit about me. Kim's going to take just a couple minutes and share with you about some posting ideas to get more engagement and better results from posting. So take it away, beautiful.
Okay, had to unmute myself. So has everyone on here, have you guys all made posts? I think everyone has, right? So sometimes we get frustrated because I feel like we do a post and then we may not get all of, like maybe we don't have a big response, or maybe we don't even have anyone message us about it. And sometimes that can be frustrating. I know, like my first post, I got quite a bit of response. And then, you know, there are posts where literally not one person likes it, not one person makes a comment. And so it can be kind of frustrating. And sometimes it can kind of just make you feel kind of gloomy. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not enrolling people? Why aren't people like reaching out to me? So I always recommend, the cool thing about Plexus is you can really, anyone that does Plexus, you can copy posts. And I always recommend make it your own, but you can copy posts, so that can give you an idea of kind of like what you should write. And Katie's really, really good about making amazing posts. So it's easy to just like look at her post and kind of change a few words, tweak it to more like you, like what you would say. But I feel like that's super helpful. Also, I want you guys to know that even when you're posting and you feel like no one is responding or no one is even out there, I promise you there are people out there. So many people struggle in silence. I was one of those people. I went to work every day. I worked 60 hours a week and people did not know I was struggling. I'm a happy person. They didn't see me in the room like sipping Diet Coke and wanting to die on the floor, but I'd go in and I'd work and no one knew that, you know? So there are so many people that are watching you. The more you post, I just always like to think of it as educating people. I love educating people because when we educate people, what it's going to do, it's going to empower them to start doing their own research. It's going to empower them to realize, wait, maybe I can feel better. And so they kind of just start to watch you. They may not respond, and that's okay. It may take some time, but pretty soon people will start reaching out to you. So if you're at a frustrated point, you're like, I'm not getting much response, that's okay. I feel like there's a season for people, you know, and when people truly are desperate enough, they're going to reach out to you. It took me 3 months to reach out to Christy finally. I watched her. I saw her every time look better and better and feel better, but yet I was still stubborn and I didn't even want to have anything to do with it because I'm a nurse practitioner and I know better than her, you know, but as I started to do more research and started to look at these products, it's like, oh, maybe they could be helpful to me. Because guys, I already know how important gut health is. I already know what inflammation causes in the body, and I already know what blood sugar balance does for the body. I already know those things. I preach those to my patients every single day. But when it came to me and I really had to research it, then it changed, you know? So there is a season for people. I really just recommend reaching out to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. When you look at this picture, this is the way I look at it. I love helping people. I love seeing, like Christy, I love seeing people have results with these products. And the worst thing that anyone can say to you is, no, I'm not interested, right? That is the worst thing they can say to you. But that does not mean no forever. That might just be, no, not right now. Or maybe it's not my season. Or maybe I haven't hit rock bottom yet. And that's okay. The more you educate through posts, people will continue to follow you. They want to know it's not a quick fix. They want to see that you're not going to fall off in 2 weeks. And you just start empowering people so that they can choose. And pretty soon you'll have people reaching out to you. So I would recommend, if you haven't started making posts on Facebook and Instagram, then start. And we can help you with some first-time posts that are really simple and easy that can get some attraction. If you've made some posts, the next thing I would recommend is start reaching out to people and just let them know what you're doing and what results you've had. And you know what? They might say, nope, not interested. And that's okay. It really is, because I promise you, Christy, and probably even Katie, we have all had experiences where I am 2.5 years in this, doing this, and I know that this person has never, ever commented on one of my posts. And this girl reached out to me a couple weeks ago and she's like, I've been following you and I love your journey and I really think I need to be on these products. And I've been watching you for 2 years. And I'm like, you have? You've never commented once. So even though people are not commenting, it's okay. There is one thing that I think would be really cool as a team that might be fun. When you make a post, the way that it gets more attraction is if you have a couple comments on there. You want to have 3 comments. So it might be fun as a team to, when you make a post, just in Katie's team thread, just say, hey guys, I made a post. Can a few of you go comment? Because then when we comment on that post, it's going to build it up so more people can see it and it gets more attraction. So as a team, we can help each other out, you know, and I think you guys have that, those of you that have done posts, like we are so happy to jump on and make a comment because that builds belief in others, but it also helps with attraction. So if you have a post that you are like, I'm not getting any attraction, jump on Katie's team thread and say, hey guys, I made a post. Can you guys go like and comment? And we are so happy to do that so that we can get that attraction so more people can see it. Is there anything else, Christy, you were thinking of?
Oh, I love it. That's so perfect. Another thing, what I always do, and maybe just get in the habit of when you post, even if it's just a family post or a personal post that you really want people to see, because you're posting about Plexus, but you're also posting about your family and about things that you like that are not Plexus related, just to keep your audience engaged. Just get into the habit of getting 3 comments as soon as you can, because there's like a 15-minute window when you post. Facebook is going to see, okay, are they engaging the audience? And if they are, by getting comments, then you're going to get more visibility, like Kim was saying. So as soon as you get those comments, you can jump on Katie's team thread and say, hey, I posted. Can a couple of you come comment? Whoever's available, just go comment. Then you want to reply right away. Reply to that comment, because that will show Facebook that you're engaging the audience, and then more of your friends are going to see it, because they're tricky with algorithms. And some of the posts that you put up, they don't even show to any of your friends. Isn't that crazy? So, but we are solution girls and we know how to make it happen, right? So don't be afraid to ask for comments. Oh, kiss me, baby. This is Jackson. Night night. I love you. I always tell him to kiss me, even if I'm on a call. I love you. Good night, babes. But that's going to help you get more visibility so your audience actually sees your post, right? So don't be hesitant to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. I want to talk to you really quick about following up, because my understanding is, and you know what, my personal experience is, there's a lot of people right now that have open conversations. So maybe someone's been interested in November or December, and you set up a 3-way message with Katie, which is a really good way to help your people learn about the products. And then they kind of went silent or nothing's happened, and you have all these 3-way messages going, or maybe people interested. I want to talk to you about follow up, but really what I like to call it is just keep that conversation going. I don't know about you, but when I was brand new, the thought of follow up made me want to shiz my pants. I was like, you mean you want me to bug people? I don't want to bug people, right? That was my attitude, because I obviously have learned a lot. And I've expanded my mindset, but the bottom line is it scared me to death. I didn't want to bug people and be like, hey, so buy it. You know, like I just was scared. I don't know if you can relate to that, but I was scared to reach out to those people again. Here's what I've learned though. People are interested and life happens. We've just gotten out of the holidays and this team is still really new. So most likely, guys, the people that have shown interest and that are in messages but haven't enrolled yet, they're still interested. They just had the holidays, right? And so don't make up the story in your head, because it's most likely not true. Keep the conversation going. So go into those 3-way messages. And I want you guys to take action on this, because I know a lot of you have a lot of people interested. I want you to make a list, go through your messenger, or find a way to make a list of those people that are interested. And I want you to reach out and wake up those messages, is what we call it. So you go into the thread that's with Katie, you, and then the interested person, and I want you to say, hey, I hope you had a good Christmas. Just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Just wake up the message. Sometimes that looks different. Sometimes it is an invitation for our Having It All group. Maybe that would be a good way to wake it up. Sometimes waking it up is as simple as saying, hey, how are you doing? I hope your Christmas was good, in that thread, right? Sometimes you can make it simple and just said, hey, you know, I know we were talking about Plexus. I've been thinking of you. It's the new year. Tell me what your New Year's health goals are. I'd love to see if we can find some products that are going to help you on that journey. Does that make sense, you guys? So don't think about it as something big and scary. Just think about it as you're just waking up and keeping the conversation going. I can't tell you how many people have come around and wanted to enroll by me just talking to them about life. Like a lot of times just saying, how are you doing in a private message? People will say they'll be the ones that say, I've been thinking about Plexus. Do you think it would help with blah, blah, blah? It's all about keeping that conversation going. So I want to challenge you guys, you ladies, each of you on this call, and maybe the ones that are watching it. If someone reached out to you and said, I'm interested, I want you to put their name on a list. I like to use Google Sheets because, dude, I don't want to keep writing lists over and over and over and over again, right? I open up my Google Sheet. I'm not a good techie girl either. You click in the box and you write their name, right? And then it just says, mine says interested peeps. Even if they're not, I speak into existence that they are, right? Their name's there if I'm going to reach out to them. So, but just create something so you can keep track, because I'll tell you what, being organized will save you so much time, and that's what we're all about. We want to keep it simple so you can just strike with a hot iron, get in there, get her done, and then move on with your life. So that's just a little tip about keeping those conversations going or follow up. So now, Kimberly. Yes, we're almost done, guys. We just have a couple more things to go over.
Okay, so this is about Super Saturday, right? Is that what you wanted me to talk about? Okay, so you guys, Super Saturday is coming up this Saturday. And this is such a cool opportunity to, invite people to go. And why would you want to invite people to Super Saturday? Well, let me tell you. In the morning, they have what's called an opportunity event. And what that is it's our two of our top jewels in the company. They actually fly out here. And it's in Salt Lake. And what they do is they talk about the products and a little bit about the business. And it's really, really cool because they basically, you can bring family, friends, anyone is welcome, and they can try the pink drink, and then they can hear about the products. It's kind of a nice and easy way to get your people there and not have to do anything. So that is one thing that if you can get to the event on Saturday with a few people in the morning, that would be awesome. We're also, going as a team, and we're going to spend the night in Salt Lake and do dinner. And then after that opportunity meeting in the morning, there is what is Super Saturday. And what that is this is just such a cool chance to see what Plexus is all about. Like I know we've told you that Plexus is a great company, but I'm telling you what, when you can go to one of their events, that is where you're like, holy cow, they don't do anything second class. I mean, everything is just amazing. But every time, so this will be my third Super Saturday. Every time I've come out of Super Saturday, I feel motivated, inspired, and ready to rock and roll. And guys, not just ready to rock and roll in my business, but like truly inspired to like build relationships, better relationships with my family, with my friends, and just pour into people. So yes, it is about Plexus, but I'm telling you what, the motivation and the inspiration that you leave with, it goes more than just with the business, So I would encourage you, and I think a lot of you guys are actually going to be there on Saturday anyways, but if you have people that could go on Saturday morning to the opportunity event, that is the perfect time. Anyone that's interested, they can go and they can hear about the products and they can hear about the business if they're interested and try the drink. And it kind of just takes the pressure off of you. You can be like, hey, sit by me and we're going to like learn. The other thing that I love about events is that is where leaders are born. It sounds so freaking cheesy when I say that, but had I not gone to an event, I would not be doing this. I went to Leaders Retreat with Christy. I went as her guest a couple years ago, and that's where like my belief in Plexus was totally blown out of the water, because I literally saw what they could do and what they were doing, and I was shocked. And so it was just really, really cool to go to an event. So if you can go to Super Saturday, definitely go. And if you can bring some people to the morning opportunity event, that would be awesome too.
Love it. Oh my gosh, I get chills thinking about that leaders retreat. That was like, amazing. So much fun. And I always say, like, yes, we're like super intentional with the way we work, and we're not afraid to dig in and work, but we have so much fun. And that's what we're excited for you guys to experience that. It's going to be so awesome. So what I want to end with is I want to just direct you, if at any point in your journey, you're like, I wonder, like, what am I supposed to do now? If you sit down to have Plexus time and you're not sure what to even do, I want to let you know we have what's called a beginner's guide to sharing Plexus. So baby steps, like if you are brand new, you can know exactly what I would coach you to do, what Kim would coach you to do, and Katie, step by step. It's inside of Synergy Plexus Builders. If you click on the units tab, you're going to see there's 4 units, super simple. There's 4 videos. There's printouts that you can print out, and you can follow it like step by step. And so you always know what to do. There's examples. It's super simple. And we've created that so that you feel confident knowing what to do. But most importantly, this business is about duplication. So you're going to know how to help your people. So let's say maybe you have someone that's wanting to do the business and you're like, I don't know what to tell you, right? I honestly felt that way for quite a while. Me and Kim would be like, okay, now what should we do? I mean, we have awesome mentors, but they were figuring it out too, right? Well, the good news is you guys are coming into a team. We've been around for 3 years, and our team is top producing. We've had, a ton of momentum, and we know how to make this thing work, but we also know how to make it work with peace and alignment and joy with your family and success in business, not just over the top, all business and where you're out of balance. And that's what I'm committed to, is to show you how to do that. So look up in that units on the team page, Synergy Plexus Builders, click units, and you're going to see Beginner's Guide to Sharing Plexus. I want to help you start with step 1. Okay, and I want to challenge you. I know a lot of you guys are coming to Super Saturday, which we are so giddy about, and we want to have a little bit of time with you guys. Like after dinner, we want to go to Katie's room with you guys all there and just have a little chat with you guys, and just connect and kind of talk to you guys and get to know you a little bit better, like one-on-one. Well, I mean, in a smaller setting. I would love it if you guys could print out that why page. So if you go to the Beginner's Guide for Sharing Plexus, I have gone through this more recently, and I've updated it to be super, super effective. I've actually done some really high-level coaching for almost a year with someone who coaches the highest level entrepreneurs. He's extremely effective. He helped me go over this why paper and tweak it to where it's really effective. So I want you to print that out, and if you have time between now and Saturday to fill that out and then bring it with you to Super Saturday, you're going to be ahead of the game. So you're going to go into that training excited. You're already going to have a vision for why you're doing it. And it's really going to help you move forward and make the most of the Super Saturday. And then I want you to know too, when you have people that want to do the business, don't be afraid. We're going to help you coach them. We're going to take care of them. We're going to put our arms around them. They're welcome to be part of our family. And this is going to be here for you to use so that you feel confident as building your business. And you also feel confident being a coach when you have people. Like, don't even worry about it. We've got it all covered, and we're committed to keep it simple. So, Katie, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know that we truly are excited to pour into you. We're committed to your success, and we are so excited about what's to come. So, Katie Girl's going to end this call.
Okay, well, that was amazing. Thank you, Christy and Kimberly, for taking the time to join us on this call. These 2 ladies are absolutely incredible leaders, and we are super blessed to have them guiding us, guys. I am freaking peeing my pants to hang out with those of you who are coming to Super Saturday. I can't wait to see you guys. We're gonna have such a great time, and let's all go relax for the rest of the evening. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.